Hey YouTubers, it's that Van Guy again with another weekly video. Today is going to be my store finds and mail deliveries for the week. Let me set this camera down so we can start checking them out in detail. First up is Racing Champions Chevy van, and I bought a lot of 6 different Racing Champions vans from one eBay seller. She actually had 3 different listings, 3 different lots of different Racing Champions vans because her husband collected them, and unfortunately he passed away, so she's selling off his collection. And he was a van collector like me, so perfect seller for me. I told her there were a few, maybe like 2 different vans in each listing that she had were vans that I needed that I didn't have, some that I didn't even know existed. So she was really great, and she took down the postings because nobody had bid on them. I caught them quite early as soon as she posted them, and she rearranged it so the ones that I needed, she made a separate listing for that, and I bought that particular listing, and then she listed the rest in different separate listings. So I got only the ones I needed, only the ones I didn't have, and it was a super great price. And I'm super stoked to have these Racing Champions vans. As you guys know, if you've been a subscriber to my channel, I have a casting spotlight on the Racing Champions Chevy van. So check out my playlists on my channel for Racing Champions. And some of these I didn't even realize they existed. So I'm really super hyped to have these in my collection now. And I might have to update the video that I have of my Racing Champions casting spotlight on all my Chevy vans, since it's now incomplete and there's 6 other ones that weren't in the video, or I might just make a part 2 featuring these, but we'll give them a quick look. This one is a Scooby-Doo van, obviously. I have another Scooby-Doo van, but it's basically the Mystery Machine, how it appeared in the cartoon, so it's just drawn up exactly like the regular Mystery Machine, but this is a second Scooby-Doo one. It says Scooby-Doo on the sides, and it's got an image of Scooby-Doo on top. I'll give you a shot of the bottom so you can see it says Racing Champions, if my camera will focus. But just a plastic base, plastic wheels, just your standard 5-pack version, nothing super special about it. It's got the cheesy wheels. Most of these are just the cheaper Chevy van line, or the entry-level one, usually like a 5-pack exclusive. Some of these were sold individually. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of Racing Champions Chevy van information. There's no database on it that I'm aware of. So if you guys have any info that I don't, feel free to share it in the comments down below. Next up, we'll check out this one. I knew existed, and I knew I didn't have it. So I had my eBay settings. Anytime anyone posted a Racing Champion Chevy van for sale, it would send me a notification. And that's been working really well. I've been getting hit all the time about Racing Champion Chevy vans, but they're usually pretty common ones. This is one that I bid on in an auction, and I wasn't watching it close enough and lost the auction. So I almost had this one. Somebody beat me to the punch, and I missed out on it, and then I regretted it, and then luckily another one came up. So it's just a standard blue front, white van, kind of like a flame job, and it's got like some yellowish green pinstripes in between the blue and white. Standard, you know, again, just a cheap version. Plastic wheels, plastic base. I don't know if it'll focus or not. Looks like it doesn't want to focus. But they don't really say much on the bottom. Just Racing Champions and 75 Chevy van. And there's like a serial number printed. It's got a little bit of underbody detail. So there's that one. Next up is one I didn't know existed. I never even saw it. So I was really excited to see this one. This one says Disco Inferno on it, and it's red with some orange flames. The writing on it is a little bit hard to read. It looks like it's got an orange interior, some little orange flames around the bottom, and it says Disco Inferno on the sides, and then I think it says Disco Inferno on the top. We'll take a quick look at that and check out the base. Again, it's got the plastic cheesy looking wheels. I really don't like this style wheel, but this is pretty much the way all the Racing Champions Chevy vans came. It actually says Boogie Oogie on top, so it's kind of like a disco theme, I guess. Really cool one. Glad to add that. Then there was, I guess, like a baseball one. I'm not really a big baseball fan, so I don't know much about baseball. Astros, I'm pretty sure they're a baseball team. I'm not sure where, from what city or state. So I'm not sure if this was like sold in stores, or if this is something that maybe you can purchase at the ballpark. I'm not really sure. Sometimes theme parks or sports parks will do that, where they'll contract with a company and have some customs made that they sell exclusively at their ballpark or at their theme park. So it's a real colorful paint job on it, kind of cool, and it's kind of got like flames on the top where it says Astros. Give you a shot of the bottom. Again, just Racing Champions 75 Chevy van. It's got the printed number on the bottom. Same plastic cheesy wheels. Next up on these Racing Champions vans, this one I think is another promo piece. I think this was a special promo that was sold by an Arizona Chevrolet dealer. I don't know a lot about it. At first I thought it was a one-off custom because I saw one for sale on eBay for a long time when I was watching it, but the guy wanted like more than $20 for it, and the color of the wheels, like the paint on the wheels or whatever, the front wheels, the paint had come off. So it had mismatched wheels, and it's just like, I didn't think it was worth 20 bucks. So I was watching it for a long time. I figured it was just a one-off custom. But then I saw this. So obviously there are a few of them made. And it says Chevrolet and it says AZ for Arizona. So I don't know a lot about it, but I think it was some sort of a promo piece for a Chevrolet dealer in Arizona. But I could be wrong. If you guys know any information, feel free to share it in the comments down below. We'll take a look. This one's got premium wheels, which is cool. I had never seen any other Racing Champions van with these wheels on it. So that's kind of a cool thing. I don't know if they ordered them from Racing Champions like this, or whichever customizer they hired to make the batch of them had access to some different wheels and had these wheels added. But this is the only Racing Champions Chevy van I've ever seen with these wheels on it. So that makes it pretty cool and unique and possibly rare. But like I said, there is one out on eBay. If you search around, I believe it's still up. It's just got mismatched wheels in the front, or the silver color is coming off the wheels and they're black. So check it out if you're interested. And then last but not least is this premium Racing Champions van. After we check it out, I'll show you the difference between the two. One of the major differences is a lot of the Racing Champions premium vans, the rear doors open, so you can kind of see that there's definitely two defined doors in the back because they do open. Usually is a little bit heavier. I think it's a slightly different casting. This is a Service Master cleaning van. I did see this before, so I knew it existed, but I had only seen one on one website, and I've never seen one for sale or anywhere else, so I wasn't sure you know, how easy they were to find. I think it's pretty rare. Probably another promo piece that was given out by the Service Master Clean Company to their major business affiliates, or maybe it was sold by them, given out to employees or something like that. You can see this one actually has rubber wheels. See if I can get it to focus. So you can see it's got rubber wheels, a little bit different base. I think it's still a plastic base. Feels plastic, but it does have different premium wheels. These are like the Premium Racing Champions wheels. And it's got rubber tires, kind of skinny, on the skinny side. The rear doors do open. Let's see if I can get it open for you. Yeah, they open pretty easily. Really nothing in the back. Not much to see. Just a big open van in the back, and you can see the dash and the doghouse and the front seats in the front. So that's one big difference of this premium one. Also, the grill and front bumper is a separate piece, separate plastic piece, whereas in the regular, let's see, which one should I use right here? You can see that it's slightly bigger, and it's got a slightly different grill. You can see the grill and bumper is like all in piece on the yellow one, where the blue one is just kind of like cast into the body. Take a look at the back of the roof. The cheaper ones have a little spoiler built into the body, into the casting, and the doors don't open, so the doors are less pronounced. The taillights are slightly different, so that's a few differences between the two Racing Champion Chevy van castings. I think they're both listed as 75 Chevy van, but the way the grill and the front bumper is a separate piece is different, and how it doesn't have a spoiler on the back, and the doors open, and the taillights. So that's the two different castings of the Racing Champion Chevy van. So that's it for the Racing Champions vans. She also sent me this Corgi Auto City Mattel release. So I think this was during the time that Mattel owned this casting, Corgi casting, because it's kind of an odd one because it was a Corgi and then it was a Hot Wheels. This is the Hot Rod Custom Van. I already have one of these in my collection, so I'm not going to open it. I'm going to keep it carded. If you guys want more information about this particular casting, I do have a casting spotlight on my YouTube channel. So look for the the Corgi Casting Spotlight, or Corgi Castings playlist. And there'll be a spotlight on these vans, and they have pretty much everyone ever released as far as I'm aware. But this is kind of cool that she just like threw in this extra van, and I already got a great deal on those 6 Racing Champions vans. So that was that eBay seller. Next up, I got a couple shipped to me from Japan. I think these are both Japan releases. This was a special Anglia panel, Ford Anglia panel truck, special rod and custom version, and he also had another vehicle that I was looking for, so I was able to cut a deal on both of them, and he was going to send them to me. I said they're both in the packaging, but I said I'm a loose collector. If you could send them loose, just wrapped in Kleenex or something like that to save on shipping, that would be great, and he was able to do that for me. This is one of the opening hood versions. The hood tilts up and it exposes the engine in the front. But this is a more rare one, a little bit more expensive one, a premium release. Really detailed paint on it, and it's got Real Rider tires on it. I believe it's all metal. I think actually this base might be plastic. It feels kind of plastic, but it does have Real Riders. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Having some trouble with my camera lately. Having it not wanting me to focus, so I'm going to be shopping for a new camera, I believe, in the near future. But this one, as you can see, has Real Riders on it. Has the Hot Wheels logo on the base there. I think it says Anglia panel truck, but it doesn't. It won't focus. So that's that one. Pretty cool one. One of the last ones I need for my Anglia panel truck collection. I have quite a few. I probably have maybe 40 different ones. There's quite a few. There's still a couple more rare ones I'm missing. Here's another cool Japan release. This is Pepsi Next. And this is a dairy delivery that I didn't have. Kind of a cool purple metallic with some green scallops on it. And it's got Pepsi graphics. I'm not really sure what Pepsi Next is. If it was like a soda flavor for a while, like a different type of Pepsi that they sold. I'm not really sure about it. But I know there were some different Pepsi Next releases in Japan, and it kind of had like a funky, the way it was mounted on the card was kind of funky. But really cool to add that one to the collection. One more dairy that I needed, that I have now. Just nothing too special about it. Plastic base, plastic wheels. Next up, we got some carded stuff. Here's a cool one. This is Deco Delivery. Doug's headers. There's two different colors on this. There's a blue one, and then there's like this gold one. I already have the blue one in my collection. When I get my collection of these Deco Deliveries a little bit more complete, I'll do a casting spotlight on those. I have probably at least a dozen already. There's quite a few. Here's the some of the cars. Looks like this is from the Slick Ride series. Ice cream truck, 32 Ford sedan delivery, custom 77 Dodge van, custom 69 Chevy pickup, Baja breaker, 72 Ford Ranchero, Deco delivery, convoy custom, and 29 Ford pickup. Those are all the ones in this series. Well, let's crack into this one. We'll take a look at it. Kind of a cool, funky, like vintage 40s and 50s style, like ice cream truck. Like I said, this is like a recolor. This is the gold version. There's also like a two-tone blue version, like a darker blue with the lighter blue graphics on the side like this. Very cool. This is a premium release, obviously. It's got the metal base and the Real Rider tires. Pretty cool. It's kind of cool how it the rear tire is almost completely hidden under the wheel skirts. or fender skirts. Next up, we got a couple that I found at my local Walmart. I found this Dodge Charger stock car from the Hot Wheels Race Day series. I have one of these, but I don't have it in red. This is like a new color. I just like, I'm a Mopar guy, so I like the Mopar graphics on it. And it was only $1, so I figured, I didn't really find much else, so I figured I would grab it. And then I also grabbed one of these. Hot Wheels 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. I believe this has been out for a while. There's actually a Super Treasure Hunt version of this, so keep an eye out for that. From the Muscle Mania series. I'm a big Dodge fan. I try to stick just to vans, but you know, the Demon is a pretty iconic Mopar, so I just figured I would grab one. But nothing special, just a $1 car. So I'll open up both of those quick and you can check them out. This one we're not going to open. This is a leftover. This is the Nitro Tailgater. If you watched my channel recently, I have I just did a casting spotlight on this casting from Hot Wheels. This Nitro Tailgater. I have every single version ever released as far as I'm aware, to the date of the posting of the video. So check that out on my channel. It'll be in my Hot Wheels Castings playlist on my YouTube channel. If you want to check that out, that one was just posted earlier in the week. So I'll try to get out 1 to 2 videos for you guys every week, depending on what comes in the door or in the mail. But this is an extra. Bought it on eBay. I got 2 for the price of 1 pretty much. So I just figured I would get an extra. So this one will probably be traded or sold, or maybe I'll just hang on to it. Nothing real special about that one. Nothing too exciting. Okay, so here's the Dodge Charger stock car in red. Not much for tampos on the rear of the vehicle, but it's got a lot all the way around on the other sides, the hood and the top on both sides. Just not much. It's a stock car, so it doesn't really need headlights or taillights. They would just be fake anyway. They would just be stickers. But I have one of these in a different color, and I just saw it on the pegs in red, and I thought, why not? It's only $1. I'll pick it up. I didn't find much else that was very interesting in the store, so I figured I would grab it, share it with you guys. Metal body, plastic base. Doesn't actually have the name of the casting on the bottom that I can tell. Just a bunch of codes and numbers. So there's that. And then last but not least is the Dodge Demon. I'm sure they'll probably come out with a different color besides this red. But the Super is a red as well. A dark red like this, just a little more translucent, fancy Spectre Flame paint or whatever they call it. Not really crazy about the graphics on this one or the like stripes, but I'm sure they'll do, with how iconic the Dodge Demon is, I'm sure they'll be doing a lot of different versions of this with different paint schemes down the road. But pretty cool, not a bad $1 car. Pretty detailed piece. The rims aren't too bad. I'm sure the Super has a little bit more detail, like possibly taillight tampos and stuff like that. But just figured I would share that with you guys. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I got a lot of cool stuff, not a boatload of stuff, but a lot of cool stuff nonetheless. And check out my Facebook page, That Van Guy. Also check me out on Instagram. I'm that_diecast_van_guy. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Have a great day.